Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Don's Discussion.
Today, we are doing a 64 Battle Royale bracket
Yes.
to decide who is the strongest. We've included mostly comic book characters, but we've included a few others from different franchises.
Yes. And this is something that we've done in the past, but now I think this is slightly bigger than we've ever done.
Yeah, and it's including, it's not just Marvel, DC, it's everyone.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to explain the rules?
Yes, so the rules are, because here's the thing, just having it as a basic fight doesn't make a lot of sense. We're going to put a story around this because that's what makes sense. A fifth-dimensional imp called Mixamixapitalik is very bored one day.
Right.
And he has basically taken a city from somewhere across the multiverse, he's set it down somewhere, and he's put a bubble around it. In this city, you've got the city. It's a port city, so there's a bit of water as well for some, different escape and so on. There's also a bit of farmland around it, just to add some, and a forest, just to add some, differences. He's taken all these entities and powerful beings and put them here. And he's basically said, I'm really bored, you're going to entertain me. Here are the rules. You all get 1 hour of prep time. You know who you're fighting. And in this hour of prep time, if you can get a hold of someone's weakness, you can use it. If you cannot get a hold of it, you cannot use it.
Within the dome, right?
Within the dome.
Yeah.
I have placed some of these said weaknesses in here. It's up to you if you can find them. This fight is basically either to the death or till you're incapacitated. Because some people here don't like killing. And I could be fine with that. I will give the ruling that some of you, if you have access to it, can use a MacGuffin once. So, for example, Batman, you're here. You can call in the Hellbat armor, which basically means you can take on in a fight like Darkseid and not be killed instantly. But you get it once, and you can't use it again.
Yeah.
Superman, Phantom Zone projector. You get it once. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Like a phone a friend.
Yeah, exactly, like a phone a friend. However, they have access to normal stuff, so Batman has the Batwing and the Batmobile because that's just part of his arsenal.
Sure, yeah.
But whether they're going to really help him or not, who knows?
Interesting. Okay.
And that's the same for all going them. So, Captain America can have his motorcycle.
Okay.
Mainly because they're not going to be the defining thing that helps them win. There are civilians springed throughout. And they can die. I will bring them back to life at the end of every round. But they will have memories of their death. So, if you don't want them to have post-traumatic stress, don't let them die. So all the superheroes are going, fuck, okay, we actually have to really not let them die here, because that's nasty.
These are some fucked up rules.
They are fucked up rules, and the reason we're doing this is because if you have just a basic bitch Coliseum fight, it doesn't tell you anything about the characters and how they fight. You're just basically going, oh, well, this, and that. But if you're forcing the characters to be who the characters actually are, so Superman's actually going to want to protect people, he's going to have to juggle that while fighting someone, which is what he does every day. So there's a narrative around it. The winner, you get this cool trophy. Whatever it is, you get this cool belt. You get the championship.
Belt is for the champ.
You get the championship cummerbund, as Raymond Holt would call it.
There you go. And so for this as well, we've selected 64 characters, mainly just based on first come, first serve in our brains. If your favorite character isn't mentioned, then too bad. Or maybe
we might do another one.
We
one
may
day.
have forgotten about one day, but for the time being, stop typing, Max. Yeah.
And this is obviously purely down to our opinion.
Yes.
The order has been randomized, and I've not checked it. I've randomized it twice because I got a quick glimpse of one of the matchups.
Okay.
So we have no idea. So quick note: this won't be a pure just DC versus Marvel situation. There may be situations where DC fights itself, and we'll just have to see. We have left out certain key figures. So for anyone wondering, Darkseid's not in this because if he is, he wins because he's Darkseid, and people don't understand how powerful he actually is. Because he looks at the multiverse and goes, ooh, plaything. I can create my own universe now and call it absolute.
Exactly. But what we did do is we may have added a couple of surprises in there. Some of them that may not make sense to be in this, but we strongly feel would make it more entertaining at the very least.
I think two of them is based on how...
Oh, that would have been such a good idea. Oh, man, we should have put young Sheldon in there. He would defeat everyone.
He would like to think he could.
Yeah.
He would
just make them leave.
He would explain how he could, and they'd either get really bored and walk away.
He'd just make them leave.
Or just Conquest would go and squish him.
Oh man,
Conquest is in this.
Conquest is in this.
So I think
Little hint.
if a large fandom is in this, or any fandoms that end up showing up, there's going to be a lot of angry fans.
Oh yeah.
Because we're basing this on... Now, other quick rulings. For any comic book characters, so to give you some ideas of the rosters, DC and Marvel are in this. It is their current comic book counterparts.
Unless stated otherwise.
Unless stated otherwise. For one of them, there is a otherwise. The Boys are in this, and it is their TV show counterparts because we just feel they're the stronger versions and they have a better chance of going deeper in this than others. Admittedly, I'd be very surprised if any of them won, but you never know. Shall we get started?
I think we should. This might end up being a longer one, so strap in. Oh boy, is this how it starts?
All right, we already have Marvel versus DC. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I feel really bad. Wonder Woman versus Hulk.
Where the fuck do we go from here?
This is a banger to start. So, going through, Hulk is obviously stronger and more durable, but Wonder Woman's highly trained, has a sword that can cut through anything, and has beaten similar entities before.
Yeah.
But Hulk is in a different category, to a degree.
Well, it's a kind of thing where, if it's a sword where the stipulation is that it can actually cut through anything at all, then she probably could win. The thing is, Hulk is one of those creatures as well with
huge
one of those
regenerative
weird
powers.
Yeah, and also it is very much the thing where anything that makes him angrier makes him stronger.
Yeah.
And he has done some insane feats with the anger that he could feel in that sort of situation. So it's really... I want to say Hulk, but at the same time, it's really not that straightforward.
Yeah, it's really not that strong. I think ultimately it is Hulk as well.
Yeah.
But I think people will glaze over how much Wonder Woman pushes him to the edge.
She does, yeah.
Because...
Absolutely.
She's gone toe-to-toe with Superman in one. She wins most of those fights with him.
Yeah.
But that's also because Superman either is restraining himself or he's just not as good of a fighter as she is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would say Hulk.
Hulk. But it's a close one. Next one. The daughter from Star Wars, the Mortis God.
Okay.
Versus Lobo.
What is this randomization?
Lobo he's gonna flirt with her and be a complete asshole. I don't think this is straightforward. I don't think it's that straight. He has a huge regenerative factor as well.
He does.
I think she does, but the problem is...
You know what?
Her,
no, I'm going to say Lobo
very
wins.
Passive.
Yeah,
she's a
this
very
is my
passive
thing.
person.
I think Lobo wins because ultimately she is powerful and she can do a lot.
Yeah.
I just think that he's going to be much more aggressive with it.
Yeah.
And it is shown that her defensive, non-force defensive skills are not very strong.
And Lobo's done insane things as well.
Yeah.
With his powers. People forget how strong he really is. The thing is, he can bulldoze.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think it's Lobo.
I think it's because I think the thing is what people forget. The daughter's just, and once again, the reason I say we're thinking about who they are as a person, she's not going to fight him. She doesn't want to fight, so he'd win probably by almost default.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fuck yeah, no, Lobo it is.
Angstrom Levy.
Oh boy.
Black Panther.
What a matchup.
These are some good ones.
God, I was so banking on Angstrom Levy to do so well, but I don't
think he'd beat Black Panther.
No, because basically, his big thing is, he can, make portals to multiverses and everything. But Black Panther is too smart for that.
Yeah, and Black Panther's encountered the multiverse before, so it wouldn't freak him out.
No.
And the technological gap's very close.
Yeah.
Angstrom can go to other universes and get other tech, but vibranium tech is insane.
It is. So
I think, I think Black Panther. Black Panther's also a genius. People forget how smart he is.
This is my thing, I think Angstrom Levy would very much underestimate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Black Panther.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
So this one,
This is brutal.
I'm going to start this bracket with a little scene. It starts with Frozone going, "Honey, where's my super suit?" And he turns around and Deadpool's wearing it. Because they're fighting each other.
Wow, Frozone really did not last very long.
No, he didn't. Deadpool,
That's not even a battle, that's...
But could Frozone freeze him solid? That's incapacitated.
On the one hand, yeah. On the other hand, it wouldn't hold him very long.
I don't. Deadpool's not that physically strong. That's the thing.
He doesn't have to be. That's the annoying thing about Deadpool.
He just goes, "Fuck the rules. I'm Deadpool, bitch."
Yeah, so it could be the kind of thing where basically like he warms himself up by like dancing or something.
True.
Yeah, and also to be fair, he's not very strong, but he is very
no,
agile.
I forgot. He also gets an hour of prep time.
Yeah, exactly.
He's getting a motherfucking flamethrower.
Exactly.
Instantly.
He's putting in heat pads and shit.
Yeah.
He like he
yeah.
is not very strong necessarily. Like he is strong, but not that strong. But he's incredibly agile as well. So just
Yeah.
because he's like getting frost rays at him doesn't mean that they're gonna hit.
Yeah, very true.
So yeah, that's a Deadpool. Like,
Deadpool victory.
fortunately, a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. Next one, very interesting one. Luke Skywalker versus Shazam.
Ooh. Whoa.
Luke is banking on the fact that quick note, this is post Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, gotta make it clear. He knows how to tap into the
his
dark
most
side.
powerful. He walked into a room where Darth Vader and the Emperor were, and he was the only one who walked out.
Yeah,
That is important to note.
because Darth Vader got dragged out.
Yeah.
Uh,
Shazam, though, the thing that's hindering him is the fact that he's a 14-year-old kid.
yeah, but he is very like he's got a lot of things going for
He
him.
does have the wisdom of Solomon.
He does have the wisdom of Solomon. I think
I also don't think Jedi mind tricks would work on him.
no, they wouldn't.
Not in his Shazam form. In his teenage Billy Batson form, yes. But I think it is Shazam. But it's a very...
No.
I
It
don't...
would be very close. Because I'm trying to imagine what it looks like, right? If you were to kind of fly at him and try to take him down, Luke could use the Force to like throw him around. And then if he's like, okay, well, I guess I'll just do lightning fingers or whatever.
Yeah, which Luke's lightsaber could absorb.
Yeah. You know what? It's
This hinges
it's Shazam's speed that's gonna win him.
It's the
This.
speed.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, could Luke Skywalker's lightsaber even cut through Shazam? Because Shazam is magically empowered.
That is also
So
true.
does that even apply in this
I don't know how
situation?
magic works in the Star Wars universe.
Well,
I'm gonna
I think
say
we've talked
Shazam
about-
wins.
Yeah, I think we've talked about and agreed that technically the Force is magic, and technically a lightsaber is to a degree as well because of the kyber crystal being
Yeah, so
Force.
it would cut him, but like
But it wouldn't. I don't think it deals enough damage.
No.
Shazam's like way too bad.
Yeah.
Next one's another. I've just seen some of the future
what
ones.
is happening?
Hal Jordan,
Okay.
the Sun.
Ooh.
Now the problem is the Sun has now encountered the most frustrating person imaginable, who's going, "I will corrupt you." No, what do you mean no? Willpower. It literally is the most powerful thing I have about
Yeah.
me. I think Hal would win. It's a tough fight. I'm not going to give it just a simple fight, but I think Hal's
I would
will...
say ultimately probably.
Yeah, because Hal's will is indomitable. He has resisted some of the most incredible forces.
Yeah, and I
imaginable.
think the Sun will mistakenly think that Hal's sort of cockiness will mean arrogance, and arrogance will mean that he might lean into the dark side of the Force, but he wouldn't.
Yeah, but Hal is cocky, but it's backed up by like a decade of experience and confidence
Yeah.
being built up, like fighting
Yeah,
Parallax and
no,
winning,
that's man.
facing the Black Lanterns and
The Mortis
winning.
gods are not doing well.
The thing is, I know we put them in. They're not that powerful.
They're not that
People
powerful.
realize,
I mean, they're called the Mortis gods, but
they're all gods
yeah.
in name, not in actuality.
Yeah, not really.
This is a big one. This could have been a final. Zod, Thor.
Oh my god.
That's.
I don't think you'd agree with this, but I feel very strongly about Thor.
I was going to agree.
Yeah,
with
okay.
Thor is it between him and Superman. We're talking inches.
The
when it
movies
comes-
don't do Thor justice.
Yeah, Thor.
I mean, they don't
Thor
do
in
Zod.
comics.
The Jod. They don't do Zod justice either.
Justice either. Comic book versions of these characters are super OP, but
They
Thor,
don't do Jod justice.
they Jod's justice. But yeah,
I
Thor. I
can't speak
think,
on the
and the thing is,
weekend.
people forget Thor's hammer is magical.
It is.
It's a little bit of science.
Yeah,
as well, but
which is a Kryptonian weak. Well, to be
vulnerability.
fair, what is magic other than science that we just don't understand yet?
Fuck you, Tony.
You said that in the first movie.
He did. But yeah, I
Yeah,
think Thor because here's the thing I think most people forget. We've had Thor versus Superman before in the comics, and Superman won
By a hair.
barely.
Yeah, by an
Barely.
absolute
There
hair.
fine margins between
Yeah.
those two. And Zod can't beat Superman.
No.
So Thor can beat Zod.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Atom Eve, Wolverine.
Whoa.
You're going to disagree with me, I think, on this one.
Adam Eve.
Okay, we're not going to disagree.
No. Here's the thing. Logan is incredibly strong.
He has incredible regenerative powers, but
That's
so
all
does she.
Yeah, but that's all he's got going for him. And her biggest advantage is that her powers kind of allow her to keep him at a distance.
Atoms as well.
That too, which means that she could manipulate the adamantium in his body
Yeah.
and effectively nullify
She
it.
could turn him back into Bone Claw, Logan,
Yeah.
theoretically. And because she can fly, keep a very good distance.
Well, that's my main thing is he is a very strong person up close, but if you can keep him away from you, then he is kind of a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. Ultron versus the Deep.
Well, it was nice to include him, I guess.
But, to be fair, I very much included the Deep with the understanding he would never make it past round one.
Yeah,
Ever.
to
At
get
any
him out of
point.
there. Yeah, get him out of there.
This is a great one. Master versus Apprentice. Palpatine
No
versus
way.
Darth Vader.
Oh my god. Why are these on the first one?
You say that, some of the matchups in round two are bangers already. I'm going to say this, Palpatine. Like,
I will disagree with you.
interesting.
Purely because I think, yes, Palpatine is kind of the first Sith to really start breaking the rule of two. Or basically, like, you know, the whole point of the rule of two is that as a master, you're supposed to train your
To
apprentice.
train the apprentice to become more powerful than you
Yeah.
so they can overcome. Yeah,
And
exactly. Yeah.
Palpatine has been trying as well as he can to not do that, right?
Yeah.
Like, he didn't do it with Maul. He didn't do it with Dooku, and he didn't really do it with Darth Vader. However,
I think he would have with Vader if it wasn't for what happened on
Yeah.
Mustafar. I think that changed his mind very quickly.
yeah. However, with Palpatine as Darth Sidious, like, he had really strong powers, and he was more powerful than Darth Plagueis, which should be said. I'm pretty sure that there was like a weird sort of plot line where, like, he learned from Plagueis how to create life, which effectively potentially makes him Darth Vader's father, I think.
Yeah.
Something weird like that.
It's unclear whether it's actually Plagueis
However,
or Palpatine.
that power was then never really displayed.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of sort of canon sustaining books out there that showcase how powerful Darth Vader actually is.
True.
Which is why I wanted him to be on here. He can, like, he doesn't even need the Death Star. He can, if he want to, just split a planet in half.
Interesting. I've never seen him do that, though. That's the thing.
He's done it in comics.
Interesting.
And they
Okay.
are canon comics, right?
Okay.
I don't know why he doesn't really do it in later movies. I think one of the things that kind of holds him back against Luke is because he's his son.
Yeah. I can tell you why. They hadn't thought of it at the time.
That's also very true. But like,
But
it is the kind of thing where it's like I can justify with like, oh, he doesn't actually want to kill his son.
And the thing is with Palpatine, though, I think everything Vader can do, Palpatine probably could. Just Palpatine usually prefers to win battles with his mind than with his power.
That's probably true.
Because we forget he wiped out 3 Jedi instantly, and they weren't slouches. I mean, there was Kit Fisto.
I mean, they were made to look like slouches.
They were made to look, but I think
Yeah.
that was more just to highlight Palpatine can cut through anyone.
Yeah.
And the only reason Mace Windu survived is because he was fueled by Palpatine's rage because of the way he fights.
It's not just that.
Palpatine also kind of wanted Anakin to show up to
Yeah.
have the final turning moment. Yeah, it was all planned out, but
I don't know. I feel pretty strongly about Vader.
you do?
Yeah.
All right. Don't worry, because I know somehow Palpatine will return. Next one, I feel bad. Yoda versus Wally West. Like, that was Yoda going fast, am I? Before, and then all of a sudden it's just not there anymore.
That pretty much ends where it starts. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Wally could potentially win this whole thing, depending on who he fights on the way. There's a few people who will stop him. Not many, though.
No.
This is actually, I think, the first time one of the Morris gods is probably going to win. The father versus Elastigirl.
Oh yeah, no, the father.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, okay. We're back to the easy ones.
Ares versus A-Train.
Ares.
Yeah.
Too bad, A-Train.
Storm versus It's-a-me, Amalio.
Storm from the X-Men?
Yeah.
Oh man. Man, what happens when you lightning strike a toad-eating mushroom guy? Toad is the mushroom. Or something. Oh man. Look, too bad for Mario.
I'm just going to put Storm through. Interesting. Okay. Magneto, Superman.
Ooh.
The reality is, like...
Magneto wouldn't win that.
Yeah. I think he'd put up a fight. But the reality is you have a guy who can possibly bend something like vibranium. That's how strong Superman is. People kind of don't... Like, he could do the one thing most Avengers, or every Avenger can't do, which is bend a certain metal that isn't meant to be bent.
To be fair, vibranium is pretty bendable. It's adamantium that isn't.
I think he could still bend it. It would take him a lot of strength, but he could still do it.
No, he would.
Yeah,
but to be fair, it'd break.
Yeah, it would snap before he could fully bend it. But he could snap it. That's the thing.
Yeah, this is the thing. Vibranium is meant to be pretty flexible.
Yeah. Well, absorbent. To a degree. Yeah. But,
well, yeah, I mean...
But...
It's different in the comics than it is in the movies.
So now, this is an interesting one, and I don't think it's straightforward. Iron Man, Kratos. Kratos has killed gods. Iron Man has, in comics, like, the suits he has are fucking nuts.
They are. And he has access to any of them.
And he has access to any of them. I think, like, his Ultra Mega Suit, I don't remember what it's called, he could only use once.
With the Hulkbuster.
That's not his strongest suit, I think. I think there's a few that are stronger.
Well, he's got,
I don't remember what they are, though. I don't know all his suits.
Well, he's got the Extremis one, which is supposed to be his most powerful one, where it's basically, like, the one where, like, it's inside of him and he can, like, hold it out at will. But because it's part of his body, effectively, like, it makes him pretty strong.
Yeah.
I feel like, again...
It's fine margins between these two.
Again, I feel like Iron Man has the distance angle.
Yeah.
Unless...
The thing is, Kratos is so fucking durable.
Yeah.
He's tanked some of the biggest hits imaginable.
If Kratos can throw his axe at, like, a pretty solid speed and hit Iron Man, then that's it.
Yeah.
That's it over. And it only really takes one hit, really.
Or alternatively, if he's close enough to use the Blades of Chaos, he can wrap them around Iron Man. He's not going to get out the Blades of Chaos.
That's also true. Chains. I think we should give it to Kratos.
I think it's a just giving it to him. Though.
Yeah.
I think it's
it's a really tough fight.
Now, this is a scary one, no matter how you put it. Rogue, who can absorb powers from most anything, but I don't know if she want to do it with this guy. Doomsday. Now, if there's one motherfucker you don't want to be near to see if you can work your powers.
No, it's gonna be Doomsday.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's much of a fight there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think the reality is, like...
She's more promised than actual...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen before that she can be overloaded with power.
Yeah.
And it could nearly kill her. And I think this is...
And it wouldn't hurt him at all.
No. And the reality is, if she keeps resorting to it, there's going to be a point where it just will not affect him anymore at all. I think she'd get a boost temporarily.
Well, yeah.
And it would drag out the fight, but there's a point where...
This is the comic book version of both. Like, Doomsday is like...
Comic book Doomsday is nuts.
Yeah.
Like, there's a version of him now that's been killed so many times he's one death away from becoming an actual god.
Yeah.
So it's, like, pretty scary. Now, Alan the Alien.
Oh, yeah.
Versus Brainiac.
Man, I feel like Brainiac would win, but I also don't feel strongly about it.
I don't either. That's the weird thing. I think
Alan would annoy the shit out of him to the point that Brainiac kills itself right there and then.
You are a irritation. Was it something I said? You should try these. Just get those away from me. It's a weird one. I think Brainiac could figure out how to beat him, though. With an hour of prep time,
he would.
He is a 5th level intellect in DC.
To be honest with you, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't feel strongly about it.
Yeah, I think it's a slightly closer fight than people like DC would be willing to accept. Now this is a sad one. Starlight. I'm not even gonna bother putting. Thrag.
Oh yeah, Thrag.
Thrag.
No, no chance.
Yeah. Martian Manhunter, Lord Raiden.
Ooh. I'm gonna say Lord Raiden.
I am as well. I think because lightning is basically fire.
It basically is, yeah. And also, like, he is
very
basically a
strong.
god.
He's literally a god.
Yeah.
We're going.
He's the god of thunder.
We're going before the reboot when he's not a god anymore.
Yeah.
We're going with the
yeah.
god
We're going
version.
with original Lord Raiden.
Lord Raiden, who is nuts.
No, he's cool.
Oh, these are all very interesting matchups.
I'm hating
Invincible, Doctor Strange.
Hear me out. I think it is Invincible.
I agree.
Only because of how similar he is in personality to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Which made it possible for him to beat him in No Way Home.
Even though we're going with comic book version,
but I'm going with similar logic.
I do think Mark has the speed advantage and the stuff Doctor Strange can do with his like teleporting around the place.
Yeah.
Not too dissimilar to what Angstrom Levy can do.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it's a relatively close one.
It's going to be one of those where Doctor Strange will put up a fight, but I think he'll get to this point where he almost wins, and then Invincible will pull it out.
So
the win, that is, not anything else.
We talked earlier about using potentially a movie version.
Yep.
Scarlet Witch movie version, because comic book version of Scarlet Witch is way too overpowered and would win this entire thing unless I put Darkseid in, and then it might actually come down between those two.
Yeah.
Versus Dr. Fate.
Ooh. That's a thinker.
That is. While you think on that, I'm very rude and inappropriate, but I really need the toilet again. I'll be back in a second.
Oh my god, I could take advantage of this moment. I could edit it out, I might not. Alright, so it's down to me to kind of keep this from going to dead air, and we'd rather not. First of all, I'm sure you've noticed the camera is not in the right place, so let me just move it slightly over there. There you go. Now, another thing that should be considered is obviously Dr. Fate, with all the things that he does, makes him a really strong guy. But you know, Scarlet Witch has done the things that she did in the movies, and again, we're going with the movie version, right? She has effectively created children out of nothing, which is a very scary thing to do. And then she found the dark. I'm assuming she has the Darkhold. Yes.
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 Darkhold.
So that makes it dangerous again, where she can inhabit other universe versions of herself that have the ability to just come over there and help her out.
Yeah.
But Dr. Fate has similar things.
He does. He can create duplicates of himself. He's fought Lords of Chaos and won like Clarion.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say, based on the fact that Dr. Fate has similar power levels to Doctor Strange, I would say it's probably Dr. Fate winning this.
Yeah, because
had it been the comic book version of Scarlet Witch, it would have been totally different.
It might have been a totally different answer. Yeah,
but it is Dr. Fate for this one.
Now, Spider-Man.
Okay.
Homelander.
Not as straightforward as I thought it would be.
No, it's not, because I think in terms of actual raw strength, I think Homelander's slightly maybe stronger.
Yeah.
Only slightly, though. People forget how strong comic Spider-Man
absurdly
is.
strong.
He's nuts.
I remember, you know what, I can't find this information anywhere anymore, but I vaguely remember at some point during the Spider-Man 2 movie tie-in game, there was like a little explanation thing by Bruce Campbell, of course, saying like, it's been said before that Spider-Man has the... okay, so
Sorry,
that's slightly off. That's slightly off camera, and I'd like to... Oh my god. Spider-Man has the relative strength of a spider.
Yeah.
Which means that theoretically, if he were to punch a regular person, they would just evaporate where they stand.
Yeah.
He just pulls his punches really badly.
Yeah.
Theoretically, that means that he could still do a lot of damage on Homelander, even the TV show version.
But Homelander has a lot of instant kill conditions, like with his laser vision, if he gets on Spidey.
Yeah, but Spider-Man is incredibly
he's so agile, and with his spider sense, he'll have a huge...
That's the winning factor for him, I think.
I think it is Spidey.
It's going to be Spider-Man.
But I think if you told me he's going to come out of this with a missing limb, like an arm, I'd be like...
Possible, yeah.
definitely possible.
Okay, let's put that condition on. He misses an arm gun out of this.
Next one. Butcher versus Captain America.
What a strange matchup.
What a Oi, oi. Are you Soldier Boy? No, I'm Captain America.
Yeah.
You sound like a fucking cunt. Language.
We don't say those words here. This might be disagreeable. I'm gonna say Captain America.
Yeah, no, easily.
Yeah.
Like, combo Captain America easily.
Yeah.
The next two fights. Oh no. Sentry versus Thanos. Quick note.
Holy
Thanos
moly.
does not have the gauntlet. He
No.
can call it in once. That's his MacGuffin.
Yeah.
And Sentry can call in the Void once. That's his MacGuffin. That is... I don't know.
To call in the MacGuffin this early.
They might... One of them's going to have to, I feel, because they're pretty equal.
Because the Void would be Thanos, the Sentry might not.
Yeah. But Thanos with the gauntlet would, I think, beat the Void. But he would need the gauntlet, and that's effectively both of them using up their MacGuffin right off the key. Would they? Would Sentry allow himself to go to that place?
To be fair, if he knows that he's not going to win this, then he would.
Yeah. And I think then Thanos would be so pissed off because he'd be like, I can't beat Void. Or would he be arrogant enough to think he could? That's not the question, actually. Would he even have the gauntlet? Because would he think about it? Because the arrogance is an important part, and comic book Thanos is pretty arrogant.
He is.
He's not like movie Thanos, who's really calm, who
No.
probably would know to call it in. Actually, I think the arrogance is a big D factor for him.
You know what, yeah. Thanos would lose this.
It's Void. That means no more Void. He can't call it in again.
No.
But man, this great one here.
Should be okay, though. He's still pretty powerful.
No,
Sentry.
he'll get far.
Yeah, he's basically a Superman.
Speaking of, Conquest, Omni-Man. What a matchup!
You know what? I'm gonna say it would be Omni-Man.
I agree.
But again, this is such
Once
a...
again, possible missing limb.
possible
Genuinely
missing
would probably be missing a limb.
limb. Yeah.
Like, Guts would probably be out as well. He'd have to heal. They do get some healing time.
Yeah.
So the Guts will go back in. But man,
It'd be rough.
it would be.
Yeah, but it's gotta be Omni-Man.
It is.
What an unfortunate, early matchup.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to lie, I would love to see Conquest fight
Oh, yeah.
Superman. Or Wonder Woman. But that's,
Absolutely.
which is why I like doing these multiple times, just to see what it would be like. Captain Marvel, Black Adam. I'm going to say I think Captain Marvel. Cosmic level power, extremely strong in the comics. Black Adam would give a hell of a fight. No denying.
I'm gonna be real with you. Captain Marvel in the movies is stronger.
Really, you think? Actually, you know, yeah,
She
she
is.
did. She killed a son, didn't she? With no, she didn't kill a son. She reignited one. To be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, fair
In
enough.
the comics, she's not that level.
Interesting.
So I'm very tempted to give it to Black Adam, to be honest with you.
True, but I don't think
Black Adam is also not very strong.
He's not. People kind of like
Like he has
don't
he
let
has
the
the
Rock
power
fool
of Shazam.
you.
He has the power of Shazam.
but not as powerful as Shazam. That's the thing. Shazam is stronger, not by huge amounts, but he is stronger.
Captain Marvel it is. Yeah.
Lex Luthor, Jean Grey.
Okay, well, bye, Luther. It's been good.
We've been real. Batman, Stormfront.
Oh, Stormfront.
You think so?
Yeah.
With an hour of prep time.
With an hour of prep time. Because she wouldn't take the prep time. She would just attack him immediately.
My idea with the ruling is the hour is uninterrupted.
Oh.
Hence prep time.
Well, in that time, Batman would effectively has to figure out that he needs uranium and would have to be able to source it from somewhere. Safely.
True. But bear in mind, we are forgetting one thing. If he feels like he's got no other option, and to be fair, even though it's for the belt, Batman's paranoid, and he's thinking it's got to be for more than just that. Like, makes him appear like a psycho. Do I not risk this and call him the Hellbat armor just to be a Nazi psychopath? Or do I trust the rest of the League later on to kill her? Which, to be fair, not an unfair thought process. Any of the League members could easily.
I mean,
take her down,
the problem is, right? He calls in the Hellbat now,
he has no.
but yeah,
He
you know, he can do it out of desperation.
But would he be that desperate?
No.
And the thing is, I think even though they're extremely durable in the... Like, Stormfront was killed by Ryan's heat vision.
Yes.
So Batman wouldn't even theoretically need uranium. He would need something of that kind of heat intensity, which I think he could make or get a hold of.
Yeah, that's true. I would say he would need the Hellbat, because otherwise he wouldn't win it. In all honesty.
Do we think he calls it in, or do we think he trusts the rest of the league to figure it out? I think...
To satisfy the Batman fans, let's have him call it in.
Alright.
Which there's only one.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know who watches it. I don't think Max watches this at all. We've never advertised this.
No, we should tell him. I think we should tell him.
I think we only have one viewer. Really?
It's Tammy.
No, it's a friend of mine, Tanner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we should still tell Max.
He's like the
about
only
this
person
episode.
who's asked about this, and I appreciate it, but
Yeah. But we'll tell you.
Actually,
Tam,
no buts. I just appreciate it. Thanks, man.
We'll tell you, Tam, or not. We'll tell you, Max, about this episode, so you can watch it and tell us what you think. Next up, Aquaman versus Soldier Boy.
It's got to be Aquaman, I think.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
If Soldier Boy can let off the fucking nuke that he basically is, maybe. But he takes a long time to charge up, at which point Aquaman can close that distance and fucking...
Yeah.
Like, trident him in the face, and that trident is going through his fucking face.
Yeah, to be fair, Aquaman might not give him the chance to do that, to be honest with
he
you.
wouldn't. Aquaman's a lot faster and stronger, and he could also just get in the water. I don't think the explosion's going to get him through there.
No.
Yeah. Next up, Mr. Incredible Cyclops.
Ooh. That's not straightforward.
No, it's not. This might be the one the Incredible-verse wins.
Yeah.
I think he could just win.
Because I think Cyclops lasers wouldn't kill
No.
Mr. Incredible. I think he would actually win this.
I think he would. Because I think the thing is that sometimes the movies don't do him justice. He's actually a lot smarter than people give him credit for.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Like,
and he's a pretty good, like, hand-to-hand combat
he is,
fighter.
yeah. He's been shown to be
Just
very
against
competent.
Mr. Incredible, that might not mean all that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Mr. Incredible.
And for the last two, the biggest villain in all of Nintendo, Bowser versus Vecna. Dungeons and Dragons Vecna in Lich form. We have to specify this because if we would Stranger Things, he'd still go far. Not to a
He
semi-final,
wouldn't
most
go
likely.
very far.
He'd go further than you think.
Probably.
But God version of Vecna just wins everything. Because it's God version of Vecna.
Yeah, so this is like the Lich version of...
Yeah, so and the reason I make this for context, in Dead by Daylight, I think is the horror video game, Vecna is the playable character in that. And they specify all the like psychopath and killers are trapped in there by an entity who's made this, except for him. He's the only one who can leave. Because he's more powerful than the entity who creates all that stuff.
Yeah.
Vecna goes there to have fun. That's his vacation time.
I would say it's been really unfortunate that Bowser couldn't get further.
I mean, I don't know what you thought that would Mario.
Funnily enough, I will say it'd probably still be a pretty big fight.
It would be. I think
it would take
Bowser
a
and
lot.
Mario are stronger than people realize.
Oh, yeah.
Because of what they can do in the games. But once again, when you're going up against combo characters, it's
Yeah,
just it's a whole
also,
different league.
You know, technically, we said that anything that they have, they can use in battle, right? Except for, like, the most OP thing.
Yeah.
Bowser still has his Koopa army.
Vecna has a legion of undead.
Also true. Let's move on.
Yeah, there you go. And Vecna can create things like vampires. Even
Also
in Lich
true.
form.
Let's move on.
Yeah. Alright. This is the one I'm most looking forward to now. The ultimate battle of regeneration. Hulk versus Lobo. It's probably Hulk.
Yeah, but it's a big old fight.
Hulk will, to be fair, actually, I don't think it's that long of a fight, because I think Lobo would piss him off so much.
He would.
And then by the end, Lobo's head's on the ground going, man, didn't think it'd go that way. Oh, well. Hey, buddy, could you kick my head over to my bike? Oh, kick! Thanks! Ah!
Yeah. You missed it.
Ah, you kicked me too far, you idiot.
That's it for the main man.
The main man. Black Panther, Deadpool.
Oh.
Tough fight. Deadpool knows how to fuck with people. I mean, he killed the entire Marvel universe once.
He does, but to be honest with you, Black Panther.
Better hand-to-hand combat fighter, better tech,
Yeah.
better weapons. It entirely hinges on if Deadpool can get something like adamantium bullets.
I don't think you would,
Yeah.
because that would also take forever to make. It wouldn't just be an hour.
Yeah, it would take.
And I don't think there's only like a select amount of adamantium bullets in the world, because they've been specifically made against Wolverine.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's Black Panther. I think, as much as I like Deadpool, Max is gonna throw a fit over this.
Yeah. Sorry, Max. Sorry. Shazam, Hal Jordan.
Shazam, I think.
I think in terms of power, yes. I think in terms of wits, I think Hal could outsmart.
I think you forget that Shazam has the color yellow in his suit.
We're not doing it now. That's not a fucking weakness. No. Shazam doesn't just piss on Hal Jordan and win. I will say Shazam,
Yeah.
but I think Hal.
It would be a fight.
It would be very close.
Yeah, it wouldn't be an easy fight, but Shazam is just a little bit more powerful.
Thor, Atom Eve.
Oh,
I think it's Thor.
it's still Thor, yeah.
He's just so, like Atom Eve was beaten by Conquest, and Thor is stronger than Conquest.
Yeah,
in reality.
I would say Thor still, yeah.
Ultron, Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
I think it's close, but yeah, I think
Yeah.
Vader could win. And entirely, I don't think Ultron could hack into Vader's suit because I don't think it's that advanced
No.
mechanic-wise. And even then, if he could, I don't think he'd be able to shut it like Vader would still.
Well,
keep
it's
going.
also more of a prosthetic more than anything. It's
Yeah,
like it's not actually.
and Vader would
robot
still
suit.
have the Force. He would use to drive
Yeah.
himself forward, and I think he could use the Force to do a lot of that. And his lightsaber could easily cut through Ultron.
Yeah, exactly. Like it wouldn't really take all that much.
Yeah. Wally West Flash versus the Father.
I think it would be Wally West.
Yeah. Wally's just nuts.
Yeah,
Like, he
he's
is so
incredibly
OP.
strong. I mean, the father's also incredibly strong, but like,
But Wally is just
yeah,
that much more powerful, I think. And the
Yeah.
reality is, the problem is with Wally, it's the ability to catch him, which only a few
yeah,
people on
it's
this list
very
could
much a
do.
speed advantage. Yeah.
Yeah. The only issue Wally might come up against if he can't deal any real damage to someone,
Yeah.
like, I know Flash Glazers will be like, oh, he could easily knock out No, Superman's not
No.
knockoutable. Anyway, Ares versus Storm. Storm can terraform planets.
Yeah, no,
Incredibly powerful. I think she could win this.
my knee-jerk reaction is Storm,
But Ares is.
but
a
if I
god of
really think
war.
about it, it's probably still Storm. Because Ares is the god of war, that is true, and he is incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
But like,
Storm is just a whole nother
Storm
level.
is a very different
As
level.
a mega level mutants like Storm. Like,
Yeah.
I would argue she's above a mega level.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
She is probably the strongest mutant in the entirety of the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
I don't know what the argument against her would be. Which is what
Phoenix
kind of
had
reinforces even
if
further.
Jean Grey had the Dark Phoenix Force going through her.
Yeah, and that's her MacGuffin. So
Yeah, that's her interesting fight here. Superman versus Kratos.
oh, Superman.
Yeah. I think the magical weapons Kratos have would hurt Superman very
Yeah.
badly. And I think strength-wise, they're both relatively comparable.
It would be a very tough fight. I'm not saying that
But
this is easily
Superman
but it's like,
would have the knockout hit, I think.
Yeah.
Ultimately. And I think quick note, we're going with 2018 like God of War games because he's the most experienced. That's not him at his most powerful. I think that's just him at his most popular and relevant. So I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
And even if it were the previous edition from the original trilogy with the Greek gods, I still think Superman would win.
Oh yeah,
I think
absolutely.
he'd actually more easily win, to be honest, because that's not.
It's the same guy, right?
Yeah, it's the same guy. It's just I think he is stronger at that point because
fair
he's at
enough.
his physical peak and prime. It's just the issue he's not thinking clearly at all.
Yeah.
Brainiac's gonna be shitting himself. Doomsday.
I feel like it would have to be Doomsday.
I think so too.
What could Brainiac possibly do against
I
Doomsday?
think Brainiac would pull out of the fight. Which, once again, going into characters and the way they think, I don't think Brainiac would want to fight Doomsday.
No.
I think he'd be too... He wouldn't be scared in a sense. He would just know that Doomsday is just something that's not...
Yeah, no,
worth
there's no
fighting.
fight here. I don't think.
Yeah. Next up, Thrag versus Lord Raiden.
Oh shit.
I'm going for Thrag.
I'm gonna have to
I
agree
think
with you.
he's the speed, what he can do.
Can't believe we didn't put Shao Kahn in this. Yeah.
I've also realized we missed out on Doctor Doom.
We did.
We probably should have put Doctor Doom in
We
this.
probably did.
We
Hey,
can-
that's for next time.
Yeah. We'll take out Mario Bowser.
Yeah, it's gonna be Thrag.
Yeah, Thrag. Invincible Doctor Fate. I think if Invincible can beat Doctor Strange,
He
I
would
think
beat
yeah.
Doctor Fate as well.
Yeah.
Again, not an easy fight,
Yeah.
but he would ultimately pull through.
Yeah. Spider-Man, Captain America. I think Spidey.
Yeah, it would be Spider-Man.
Even with one arm.
That is true. Yeah, he still only has the one arm.
But agility, I think he has the edge. Spider sense gives him a huge edge. Yeah. We're still got some doozies, dude. Sentry, Omni-Man.
Okay, so the Void's gone. There's no more Void.
No more Void.
Sentry Omni-Man. Whoa. Tough fight. It'd be close.
Yeah.
It would be Omni-Man, though.
You think so?
I think so.
Interesting.
Omni-Man is relentless.
True, he is a relentless foe. He would not stop.
Yeah.
And I think blow for blow, they're both pretty much almost equal.
Their power set is identical.
Yeah.
That makes
Sentry
it a tough
can
one.
somewhat warp matter, but not to an extent like Adam
No.
Eve.
No.
He wouldn't. Yeah. I think it's fine margins between these two once again.
Yeah.
Omni-Man's had a really shit
I think
he's had the worst of it.
I think the main thing with Omni-Man is that he would go lengths to which Sentry wouldn't.
Yeah. Very true.
That's
Very
what's
true.
gonna win him over.
Very true. Captain Marvel, Jean Grey.
Now, this is a toughie. I feel like it would be Jean Grey.
I agree.
Right.
Like what her
Yeah.
mutant power is and what she can do. She is an Omega level. Reality is the strongest mutant on Earth. It's between her and Storm.
Yeah.
As much as Tammy doesn't like that,
I mean, it would be Storm.
It would be
ultimately,
Storm.
But yes,
but I
she's
think
very much up there.
and Jean Grey won't need the Phoenix Force yet.
No.
Batman, Aquaman.
I mean, this is a guy that he already knows.
They know each other very well.
So
Batman
you-
already has contingency plans.
Yeah,
in
so
place.
it probably would be Batman.
It would
as
be.
much as I hate to say it.
Yeah. Max is over the moon. He lost with Deadpool. He's happy with Batman.
Yeah.
Tammy's fuming that Jason Momoa didn't win, even though it's not that version of him, but still.
Well, he lost twice. You know.
And I still just feel really bad. Mr. Incredible versus Vecna. Disintegrate.
And his reign continues. Still Vecna.
Still Vecna. It's gonna take something special to beat Vecna.
Oh yeah.
Hulk, Black Panther. Would Black Panther have an answer? Maybe.
Well, yes, he would.
They know each other quite well.
Yeah, I think in the comic books he does have a contingency against Hulk.
Yeah.
Basically by way of like making it so that he can't fight anymore, but also to make
Not-
sure in a way that he doesn't get further
angry,
angered.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it'd be a tough fight.
He would have to use that hour of prep time perfectly
Yes,
to set up that fight.
yes, and it would be the kind of thing where he would find that thing, but it's not a MacGuffin, I don't think.
No.
So yeah.
What would his MacGuffin be?
A
He
Wakandan
calls
army.
Storm. He calls Storm.
Oh my
He
God.
calls his wife.
Uh,
calls his wifey.
I don't know.
Even though I don't
guess-
think she'd help actually with this. To be
I
fair.
guess that is a good question. I don't actually know. I don't. You know
Not
what?
all of them have MacGuffins. That's the thing.
Yeah, that makes it even harder.
Yeah. I do think
Because
he.
Hulk's one is just more rage.
Yeah, Hulk is just I get angrier.
I think Black Panther would put Hulk down.
I think it would be very close, and you have to time everything perfectly,
Yeah.
which he could do.
He absolutely. Yeah. Well, again, he's a genius. He's part of the Illuminati. You would
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So is Bruce Banner, but he.
Shazam,
Uh-huh.
Thor.
Ooh. I think it would still be Thor.
Yeah. Very tough fight.
Yeah. I
But I
mean, it's
think-
the power of one god against the power of like 6.
But here's the problem.
Even
If
if someone
Thor
isn't God.
lightning blasts Shazam, does he become Billy again?
No, because it's
specifically his lightning.
yeah, it's the strike from the wizard, really.
Yeah, but I think the problem is Shazam's lightning is not going to affect Thor in any way.
No.
Because Thor is the god of thunder.
Yeah, exactly.
And he is
so
so fucking powerful.
he is incredibly powerful.
Yeah. Next
Yeah, it's
up,
gonna be Thor.
I think we're basically sorting out the quarterfinals now. We're in the final 16. Darth Vader, Wally West.
Ooh.
Vader with the Force, that's basically spider sense to a degree. Not to as good of a degree, but it's
Here's
not
the
far.
thing. It's the speed angle again.
It is just the speed, because people don't, like, if people had Spidey versus Flash, and people, Spidey sense, doesn't matter. He can't think fast enough before Flash moves.
Darth Vader at first sight would, like, force choke him immediately. And, like, try to make sure that he doesn't have the opportunity to get up ever.
Yeah.
But the problem is he going to be able to see him fast enough for Wally West to be able to just run around him?
Vader create a force barrier around him?
Theoretically, yes. But again, the question is if he can do it fast enough.
Yeah, and
He
the question is then,
reflexes.
could Wally's, like, vibrate through it?
So, probably. My thing is, right, have you ever seen, like, a video where, like, a snake attacks a cat? And, like, the reflexes of a snake are slightly slower than that of a cat?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Vader's reflexes would have to be probably about 100 times faster than that of a cat to be able to catch out Wally West, and I don't think he can do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's like a force field that holds Wally West out, or if it's like chokeholding him on his way over. He has to be as quick as 50 times a speeding bullet.
I forgot, not even that, he has to be even quicker than that. The thing that I've forgotten as well, Wally's a genius.
That too.
He'd figure out Vader very quickly. I think and the thing is, I think Wally would almost humble Vader. I think he'd get in, dismantle the lightsaber, and then would slowly start dismantling his limbs. Because as Vader's going...
Bit morbid, but yeah.
Yeah. Fair, he probably wouldn't do that. Wally's not that cruel. But
yes, technically, Darth Vader does possess force speed.
But it's
not enough.
Wally can move at light speed.
Yeah.
He does it because if he did it on Earth, it would crack the planet in two.
Yeah.
But he could if he wanted to.
Theoretically, he could move
he
so
travels
fast
through
that
time and space.
Yeah, like you have to
Different
go faster
universes.
than light to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, the end of Darth Vader.
It is the end of... He got a lot further than admittedly I
yeah.
thought he admittedly would.
He got about as far as I thought he could.
Yeah. Next up, Storm versus Superman. The problem is Superman is just... He can tank those lightning blasts. There's not much I think Storm could do to him. An Omega level mutant, yes, but...
I think she would give him hell.
She would.
But
the
not
defining thing is if she could create a red sun, which she can't.
No, she can manipulate the weather, but she can't just change environmental effects.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it's gonna have to be Superman.
And the other thing I think people would forget is Superman is the speed advantage for him. He
That
closed the distance between her.
A lot of these guys have speed advantage,
and if she created tornadoes or hurricanes, he would just fucking counter them.
Yeah, exactly.
So she'd have to rely on other weather factors, which I just don't think many.
No, it's not. It's not going to do it.
Yeah. The match I was hoping would happen.
Oh no.
Doomsday versus Thrag. I think Thrag.
It is Thrag.
But man, is he
What a fight it would be. What a fucking fight it would be.
It would...
Holy moly.
Thrag would be bloody, beaten, bruised, going...
This would be the first time that Thrag actually goes like, oh shit, I am not. Da, 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 da.
I think it would be one of those things where Thrag would go, you probably unimpressed me. Boom! And Doomsday just catches it, and Thrag's going, oh, and Doomsday would backhand Thrag, and Thrag would be going, holy shit, I actually felt that. That is...
Yeah. No, that's pretty... Whoa.
Yeah. Next up, Spidey, Invincible. They're basically fighting themselves.
This might be... Yeah, No, it would be Invincible.
It would be.
Yeah.
He's just slightly faster. He's stronger.
Yeah.
Not slightly stronger. A lot stronger.
That's the main thing, because like in terms of speed, like Spider-Man is very agile. He's got this spider sense, so you could see him coming
and
still.
Invincible's so fucking durable.
So basically, the thing with the spider sense that people need to be aware of as well is like it's not just like seeing danger coming, but like when it's down to like people, it can sense intent to start to do something.
Yeah.
Which means that he can catch people out before they do. So if Invincible flies towards him, like he can avoid it, even if he's faster, like because he knows it's coming.
Yeah.
The problem is
You go.
oh, but actually Spider-Man is also very strong. I forget that sometimes.
Yeah, but we have to remember, even with help, Mark
But he's only got
destroyed
the
a
one
planet.
arm.
Mark destroyed a planet.
I'm gonna call MacGuffin.
All right.
Man Spider.
Interesting. Venom symbiote, would that be something as well? What do you have two MacGuffins? Does he have two? Does he call both in for this fight?
Well, he can only choose one.
You can only choose
Because
one.
otherwise he's way. You know what? Because I figured like if he becomes Man Spider, then after that he's got his arm again.
True.
And with Venom, he'd have an arm in that fight, but afterwards, like no.
So you think with
So-
with the Man Spider element, he'd just be that slightly bit stronger, slightly bit faster, slightly bit everything. Because the thing we're forgetting,
Actually, no, he wouldn't be faster.
and the problem is Mark had his guts pulled out of him, and he still survived. Mark is one of the most
But it
durable
wouldn't be.
pieces.
It wouldn't be for the kill. It would be for the incapacitation.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna say Venom.
Venom
will
Spidey.
beat. Yeah, Venom will beat Invincible.
Yeah, because it's the untapped rage Spidey
Yeah.
made to stand a chance.
Yeah,
the
and
Venom
he still has
symbiote,
all the benefits that Spider-Man still has. It's just
Yeah.
that extra, like...
He's just a little bit. He's that bit stronger. He's that bit faster.
Yeah.
He's that bit more ruthless, which he would need to be to even stand a
Yeah.
chance.
I don't think if Invincible has a MacGuffin against this,
No, not
necessarily.
really. Mark doesn't have a MacGuffin.
No.
Next up, Omni-Man, Jean Grey. I think on her own, no. Phoenix Force, yes.
Is she gonna call it in? Against Omni-Man?
It's the difference of making it to the next round. That's the problem.
I think if she knows that she's gonna lose it otherwise, then calling it in.
Yeah.
That's how I'm playing this so far.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's- Or if they feel there's a point where if she notices she just cannot compete with Omni-Man's speed,
Yeah.
durability, and power, she'll need that extra.
And he's really fucking powerful.
Yeah.
And he's not even the strongest Viltrumite.
Yeah. That person's still in this.
Yeah.
Next up, Batman's gone as far as he could. He's fighting Vecna. And Batman's... If people go, Batman has prep time. So does Vecna. And
Yes.
Vecna with prep time basically goes, I'm going to make it sure that Batman's prep time is pointless.
Yep.
I'm going to have him fight an ancient red dragon instead. I'm going to summon one and he's going to
I'm
fight
gonna
them.
resurrect his parents and make him fight them.
I'm going to make them zombies.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so fucking would.
He absolutely would.
He's such a nasty cunt.
Yeah.
He's
Vecna is literally the embodiment of evil. I don't see why he wouldn't.
I've realised what Vecna's MacGuffin is.
Oh boy. We'll get there when we get there.
And he might need it at some point. He may just call it in even if he knows he's going to win if it's the final, just to fuck with it. Alright, next up. Black Panther Thor.
I feel like it would be Thor now.
It is Thor.
Yeah.
Thor's... People forget how powerful Thor can be. And those who know...
He's incredibly
know.
powerful.
Yeah. Thor is one of the strongest beings in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Without question.
No, he is. He's a literal god.
Yeah.
Just be glad we didn't put Odin in as well.
Yeah.
'Cause that would be a whole other
If it were
story.
Odin, we'd have to include Darkseid, and that would probably be the final.
Yep.
That would probably be the final.
That probably would be the final.
Wally facing the one man who could potentially catch him. Superman. Wally's faster, but Clark with his senses and the fact that he has just enough speed, I think he could nullify the speed.
Yeah, I would say with his speed, Wally to him would be the same speed that ordinary speedster would be to ordinary people.
Yeah.
And ordinary speedster is obviously kind of a derogatory term.
The
but,
reality is we kind of saw with Homelander and A-Train that
yeah,
reality is
it'd be a similar fight.
It's a similar fight without the killing at the end because
Sure, yeah.
Superman wouldn't want to kill Wally. Yeah. Having said that, because they both know each other, Would they really live? There could be a chance where they both go, we're both friends, right? Let's just have a chess match.
Superman would still win.
He would win, because Superman is smarter.
Yeah.
People don't realize how smart
He's incredibly smart.
Superman is a genius level intellect. Wally could think faster, but that wouldn't matter in a chess match.
No. Well, it would.
It would, unless Superman stopped for a second and went,
But no, actually, no. I'd say the speed at which they think makes it so that the timer doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
And then Superman would win.
Yeah. But Superman would still. Now, Spidey had a good run, but Thrag.
No, yep, Thrag. Done. To be fair, if it was invincible in this situation, then, it wouldn't have changed anything.
Okay. Interesting. Jean Grey may have wanted to save her MacGuffin for this one.
Why?
Well, Vecna.
Well, I mean, if she didn't use her MacGuffin, she wouldn't be here right now. So.
Yeah.
And Omni-Man, I'd argue, would also not beat Vecna. So.
No. Like, the problem, he's undead with phylacteries, so he could just come back pretty quick. He would set it up so he could come back very quickly.
Yeah, so...
And for reference, out of everyone trapped in this position by Mixie, he's probably the only one who could just leave.
Yeah, exactly. We've established this, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Semi-finals, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking doozies they are. Thor versus Superman.
Oh man, we've done this.
It's probably Superman.
It's Superman, but by a very thin margin.
Superman's barely able to stand by the end of it. It's like it's fucking Thor's hit Superman. Superman's hit the rope and fallen onto his shoulders, GTS style. He stands up, his legs give out, and Superman's like, ooh, it just fucking spears Thor.
Because basically, again, guys, you gotta remember, Thor basically is magical.
Yeah.
And Superman does have a weakness for it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be Superman in the end, but not an easy match.
I actually realised I don't think this is even a MacGuffin what he could do, but Thrag versus Vecna. And you know what the shittest part is? Vecna could open a portal, bring all those dead 16 billion Viltrumites through and resurrect them, and have them fight Thrag. He'd rip through pretty much all of them. But Vecna just is... I think Thrag could beat Vecna if Vecna's not allowed to do this. But Vecna is still, like, god-level being.
I say that's a MacGuffin for Vecna.
That is a... Actually, I forget this is Lich form Vecna.
Yeah, and Thrag does have a lot of rage.
He does. You know what? I think the MacGuffin would be he'd call in... I don't think he could res all 16 billion of them instantly. I think he could get a dozen of them.
Yeah,
and he would have to know which dozen to resurrect. That's the thing.
As a MacGuffin, I think Thrag could call in at least one
Extra
other Viltrumite.
Yeah. He'd call in a Nessa, seeing she's not part of this. Or she'd call...
And then it'd be even tougher, because they would tear through those Viltrumites, and then there's only Vecna left.
Yeah.
And
this is, Vecna form. This is
Lich against Vecna?
Yeah, this is Lich form Vecna. Yeah, fair enough.
Again, he can do it only once, but like...
What else could Vecna potentially do in Lich form that would give him the huge... This could be... He may want to go for an incapacitation win here, potentially. He might plane shift Thrag away. He'd have to get hold of Thrag to touch thing.
Thrag is very fast, though.
Is, and just getting a hand on Thrag is a fucking death wish.
But in fairness, because Viltrumites don't have like laser vision, right? So he'd have to like...
He has to close the distance, and Vecna has an hour of prep time, we're forgetting. And the other thing is, Vecna would know how to play Thrag.
He could class slow, to be fair.
He could class slow. Time stop.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think Thrag could still be moving, but I think at that point it's normal speed.
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem. And Vecna at that point, like, disintegration would affect Thrag. It wouldn't kill him, I think.
It wouldn't.
But it would, like, remove an arm. Fireball would scorch his skin.
Yeah, I think Thrag is losing this.
Yeah. People forget, like, magical being... Like, Vecna became a god.
Yeah.
And not many beings have ever done that in D&D, canon-wise.
This is true.
And he's one of the only few in canon that has
I think this would be one hell of a fight, but Thrag would ultimately lose.
Vecna would have to be plan out everything perfectly, which he
Yeah.
could do. So I think maybe Vecna just edges the fight.
Yeah.
Now, the final. We were very close to getting Thrag versus Superman,
I was really hoping for it.
but we got Vecna versus Superman. Vulnerability to magic,
Yes.
but higher speed, a higher level intellect than Thrag, let's be honest,
Yes. And Superman has not used a MacGuffin yet.
which would be the Phantom Zone generator. Or what else could Cosmic... Oh, his Cosmic
Blue
Armor.
Sun.
Blue Sun suit. Ooh, he has a lot of MacGuffin. So either
Yeah.
the Phantom Zone generator, which he wouldn't want to use on Vecna, because Vecna could just plain shift out of that.
Yeah.
His Cosmic Armor, or a Blue Sun, which you could easily get to one in
Yeah.
an hour.
I think you would have to go to the most powerful one, right? Because it's the last fight.
Yeah,
Like, pull out all the stops.
yeah,
Vecna's already used his MacGuffin.
yeah.
So you need to have, like... And he still has a bunch of fucking spells, because there's a long rest in between, I'm sure.
Yeah,
So
and once again,
you can
hit
cast spells, and they'll hit
Time
Superman.
Stop, Fireball would hurt Superman.
Yeah, so he
This
has
is
to
the
be at his absolute finest form.
Yeah,
I'm
and the
talking
thing is-
Superman 1 million.
Yeah, Superman, and I said at the start, they all know who they're fighting, which also technically would allow them to know who they fought before, and they could look back on footage as they're waiting for certain fights to finish. Or they could be
Yeah.
watching other fights. They're allowed to. I didn't specify that, but they can. So Superman's seen what Vecna can do,
Yes.
and is fully. And Superman isn't cocky like Thrag is. He isn't arrogant like Thrag is. He knows he has to take this very seriously. And in all honesty, I think for Superman's case, just like Batman with Stormfront.
Yeah.
Letting Vecna or having Vecna win would be worst case scenario in its mindset. He knows it's only a cummerbund,
Yeah.
but he doesn't want to take the risk that
No,
Vecna...
this is like the ultimate, like, no, I gotta put him down for good.
Yeah, I have to stop Vecna now, because if I don't, it's a huge risk.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, Vecna...
But Vecna could just respawn.
But it would take time. Like I say he could, but it would take him a long time
Yeah.
too.
I mean, he'd be incapacitated at most.
But
But no. I think Blue Sun Superman,
Yeah. Blue Sun Superman, I think.
that'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
It is ultimately as I thought it would end up usually being. It's usually Superman
Yeah.
wins these fights, which is why sometimes I take him out of these fights, because then it's a
That's
little...
fair. To be honest with you, before we started recording, I did say we should just have like one person in the bracket just be Randy Orton, and he wins everything because he's just OP.
Yeah.
Except when he faces Cody Rhodes somehow.
Yeah,
But, you know.
that's the MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Someone would call on him. They'd call, "Hey Cody, I need your help."
Yeah. That's the guy he calls now.
Yeah. But the reality is, I think Superman does just win that. As
Yeah.
well. Like I think it would have been interesting even to see Thor versus Vecna.
Yeah.
Because I think while Thor would probably... I don't even think... Maybe Thor might not have beaten Vecna. I think Superman could.
So
I think-
Thor's MacGuffin would have been to basically like call in...
Stormbreaker and have maybe both? Or would it
No, become King Thor for like a round.
be inhabit the Odin Force.
Yeah.
No, true. That is, yeah. And that... Yeah, no, that would...
That
tip
would
the
defeat
balance.
Vecna.
That
But
would
again,
defeat Vecna.
like I did think to myself like, oh, he could use it against Superman. I was like, but then he have to face like Thrag or Vecna, and for Thrag it would be enough, and for Vecna it would be enough. But like not having that, like, sorry, not having it, he could probably defeat Thrag,
Not Vecna.
but not Vecna.
Vecna, like, intellect alone can beat pretty much everyone on this list.
Yeah, like at that point, it's like you'd have to be pretty desperate to not keep your MacGuffin for
So,
last.
and the thing to bear in mind, the only reason Vecna's ever lost certain fights is one, because the Dungeon Master's been very kind,
Yeah,
and two, he's underestimated basic level adventurers. Like, even
Yeah.
at level 20, he would underestimate them because it's like, oh, they're just some adventurers. What are they going to do to me?
yeah, exactly.
But he wouldn't underestimate people like Superman.
And
because
they'd
Superman
have to
would be a
come
god to him.
with
Like,
a rock solid plan as well.
yeah, he would need an absolute solid
Yeah.
plan. But the thing is, cause of Vecna, he planned 3 fights ahead. Once, like, especially if he knew a fight that he was going into was one he would win.
Yeah.
He would just go, okay, what's the potential next opponent I'm going to face? This person. I'm going to use my prep time on that person instead. So
Yeah,
he'd
makes
stack
sense.
2 hours on people. Like, that's how fucking frightening he is
Yeah.
as a villain. He's that cunning and clever.
Yeah. Well, here we are at the end of the bracket. Once again, Superman wins. We'll find one day the one person that can beat Superman in one of these things. I mean, to be fair, a lot of people in this could have beaten Superman theoretically, but like,
and I've said this before. I think Wonder Woman beats Superman.
oh yeah,
I think she's the.
it's just
only...
she had a very unfortunate
She had
first
an
fight.
unfortunate first fight with Hulk. Anyone else, I think she could. Lobo, she'd beat. I think. Quick note. Worse. I think weirdly. I'm going to say this. If this had happened, and I've done brackets like these before, and they have happened. If she fights Thor, she gets Mjolnir
Yes.
because she's worthy, and she takes that into the next fight.
Yeah, exactly. So
she gets more powerful after certain
yeah,
fights.
I think if we run this again, we kind of have to adjust the rules in some way to kind of like make it possible for people to come back after that first round. I'm thinking Gulag rules.
like
it's-
a proper
where it's like-
battle royale.
Yeah, or basically like if two people fight each other, like if two people lose in their first match and they fight each other, then the person who wins gets to come back in some form.
Interesting.
But like I have no idea what that looks like.
Yeah, that we need to find a different bracket thing for that. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's one more. And we would have to take out. I think we'd want to put in Doctor Doom, and there was someone else we mentioned that we'd want to put in.
Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn. That's right.
Yeah,
And replace like Mario and
Bowser.
Bowser. Yeah.
As fun as it was.
Yeah. The realities they were.
I mean, to be fair, Mario could have had a star as a MacGuffin, but we didn't think about it at the time.
Who did he fight again? There's someone really unfortunate, as I recall.
I think it was Vecna.
No, I don't think. No, that was Bowser.
Oh, you're right.
I need to double check.
What did Mario fight? Was it Thrag?
It was Storm.
Oh yeah, no, that wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, it would have only lasted so because the thing is, it's not permanent. It
No.
lasts only a few minutes.
No.
Not even a few minutes, a few seconds.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, but that'll do it. Thanks again for watching. We didn't even go that much over time, so
There you go.
that's pretty good. And yeah, catch us next week. See you then.